we are.
Which side is it? No.
Oh, can you flip the camera?
Yeah, I gotta flip it because I am,
Let's see here.
got my face right in it.
No troublemaker.
I can't flip the camera.
I know, I was trying myself, I couldn't see
There
it.
should be a circle on it.
Oh, here it is.
Ah, there you go. All right.
We got the camera flipped now. It's actually working. So we're all just kind of sitting here at the dining room table trying to figure out what we're doing with all this stuff. Different stuff that was purchased during the show, stuff that belonged to me prior to the show, stuff that belonged to Eric prior to the show. This is our auction box for tomorrow. Got a lot of goodies coming up for auction. Still didn't bring those damn sleeves inside. Let's see. Who else in there?
I can't, oh, there we go. We got Tyler Lane, that's the first comment.
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
There's Tyler. Who else?
That's all I see so far.
All right.
All right, Spaghetti, Otis Cauldron.
There we go. There we go. We got them finding us now.
Yep, they're starting to find us.
So we're talking about some of the things about the new version of Coppercoins, which we're going to start working on probably later this month. I'm going to start getting involved in that. And we're going to start figuring out, well, what is it that we can do? How are we going to get it done? We've got a lot of manual work to go through, a lot of manual labor. We're going to be writing an entire data table for all 40,000 some odd images we have on the website. So that's going to take some time. And, oh, what else should I mention?
We got Jay McNear showing up. He's in here. Stan Horn, Coin Junkie.
Hey.
Steven Dallas. Hey, guys.
Steven Dallas. Oh, my gosh. I need to call you. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Talking about information on the new website, how the new website's going to look. Not necessarily how it's going to look as far as pretties is concerned, because that doesn't matter. Even if there's no graphics at all, if it works and it's got images, I'm good. It doesn't have to have a bunch of pretty fancy stuff, because nobody really cares about that. They care much more about how the website works than it gives them the information they need. They don't really care what color scheme I use. So that's what I'm after. I'm after something plain and simple, easy to use, easy to work with. And so we're talking about what we're going to do with regard to markers, and I think we're going to move over to doing die stages instead of using die states. I think it'll be easier for everyone if we are naming different stages of each different die, using marker photos to determine die stage. And then now if you go into the website and you look up a die and you look up a particular die state of a particular die, you're going to find, let's say there's 4 photos. And then you'll have a paragraph of information over on the side about what those 4 photos are showing you. What will happen in the future is each of those 4 photos will have its own comment. So every marker will have its own comment. Every photo will have its own comment as a marker. And that's going to take a lot of changing data to get that to happen. So that's one of the things that we're talking about. How is that going to happen? How are we going to do that? Renaming all of the image files so that they work properly with a new website and new database. Let's see, small and large dates, known issues with date, things like master die doubling, things like whatever it may be. If there's a lot of machine doubling for a given issue, like 1969S has a ton of machine doubling, we'll make a little video and a little chart that'll show you the difference between machine doubling and hub doubling, and put that in with the date guide in there so that you can immediately go there and take a look at that, kind of educate yourself. One of the things that we try to say as the numismatist is that there's too many people out there who just ask a bunch of dumb questions. And the problem with that on my side of things is that if people are asking a bunch of dumb questions, then you need to give them the dumb answers. And the way to give them the dumb answers is to put it on their prior to their needing to ask the question. So I've had a lot of people email me and say, oh, well, I've got a 1969S Lincoln Cent and all the doubling is on the mint mark, the date, and Liberty. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, you've got machine doubling. It's pretty simple. But it's pretty simple to somebody who's been studying it for a number of years, but it's not so simple to someone just looking it up. So we're going to try to make that happen so that when somebody comes into 1969S, they say, "Do you have doubling on your coin? Watch this video." And then they'll see the video and they'll say, "Oh, wait a minute, my crap looks exactly like that crap. It's crap." And they don't have to ask the question. And that keeps them from asking the stupid question that requires us to give the stupid answers. So I'm going to give you the stupid answers before you have a chance to ask the stupid question. And let's see. Also going to do a message board. I'm not exactly sure quite how that's going to work yet, but it's not going to be a typical forum. It's going to be more of a blog type thing. We haven't really fleshed this out yet, but the idea is you post a post. That post becomes your post. You and the admins are the only people who can edit, delete, or change that post. And then anyone can reply to it if you select it as a public message. Anyone would be able to reply to it. If you choose it as a private message, you could send a private message just to me or just to Mickey or just to Eric or just to your buddy. I mean, Stan Horn could send a private message to Mr. McNear. And that private message, because and I'm not looking at the camera because I don't like looking at cameras. So just to let you know, I think we could have this discussion all the same without me having to look in a particular direction.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the messages would be something you can share with just a buddy or share with everybody. And if you're sharing it with just a buddy, only you and your buddy can see it. Let's see, what else? And those will automatically delete over a period of time. I think I'll give them about a week and then they'll automatically delete. Let's see, what else? Viewable and searchable information. Right now you can search die information, see all the different die states we have listed of that particular die, see all the photographs, marker information and whatnot. What we're going to work on is doing the die data and images so that everything shows up in stages. So say for instance 1954 SRPM number 4 has stages up to what, number 11. So it'd be 11 stages, goes up to K.
Yeah.
And with that die, we can split that up into 15 different parts if we need to. And then there's other dies that we only know of one coin in existence. And so we've only got one die stage to worry about at this point. I'm still a little bit hesitant to just start issuing die stage information based on something we know very little about, like a newly discovered RPM.
Let's say hey to a few people before you get any further into it. Let's see, we got Otis has joined us, JJ Addict, Carl. Let's see, who else? AZ Coins.
Arizona Coin.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Robert Falk.
Hey, Robert.
And
Robert Falk.
Papa Georgia.
Robert
All right.
Falk's missing this part.
Georgia.
All of you,
This part of the
welcome. Hello, 75 and pennies. Hello, Crispy.
75
Great
pennies,
job.
baby.
Anyway, wanted to say hey. He can get back at it now.
Oh, they're not asking any questions?
I haven't seen any.
No
There. I
question?
mean, well, they did get one. They wanted to know what was in the liquor cabinet, so I guess I'll
What's
give
in the
them
liquor cabinet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Liquor.
I'm sitting in front of
There's
him.
yeah, he's in front of, but there's quite a few bottles.
Yeah.
We're not into them, but there's quite a few bottles.
No, we got bottles in the fridge. Yeah, we got bottles in the fridge and weed in the pipe, so we're doing fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's see here.
Yes, we
Working-
are 75. Sorry.
Working
Right.
further along is basically just the information that needs to be in the tables in the database from which information is drawn to display on the screen. All of that has to be like, it has to be pseudo-generated before you actually start doing it because you need to know where all the pieces are going to fall when you pull it out. So developing a website's not easy. And I can't use the website we're using right now to develop a new website. I can use some of the data, but the website was written nearly 20 years, almost 25 years ago. And it's way outdated. It needs to be completely redone from scratch. So we know that. I've been doing a little bit of studying. I found that PHP using Laravel is probably going to be my best bet. If anybody out there knows Laravel, knows PHP, and wants to volunteer to be used and abused in this process of programming the new website, please let me know. And I will be glad to use and abuse you to my fullest extent. What do you got to add, Eric?
I have nothing. I'm just sitting here identifying coins.
What do you identify?
Yeah, we go.
I am working
There we
on
go.
a 68 proof double diameters.
68 proof
Yeah.
double diameter. Says
Eight.
it mostly shown in God
In God we trust and in liberty.
Yeah.
and in liberty.
Eric's doing what he does all the time.
And a little
And
bit
I'm
in the
just
date
watching.
even. And so far, it's not listed, but I am finding
Oh, wait a minute. What did we end up with here?
that's all your stuff that's identified that I identified earlier out of that one
Okay.
box.
Alright.
Okay. I'm probably not even near the box to take that comment.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll get it.
Crispy asked, I'm sorry.
Crispy.
Yep, Crispy asked, are you going to have it, to where you can filter the die markers, like die crack in the center column of the memorial?
You know, that's a thought, but it could be really
Well, a search within
a search within
website.
the text. would
search
work.
within the text would happen within the programming, but then you'd get all the different years that you'd have to look at that at.
Yeah. Well, I make it difficult because here's the reason why. I'm thinking about keywords, and if I put keyword search in there and you look for die scratch, you're going to find something on pretty much every die. I can't necessarily round it down to a keyword being a die scratch over the sea of scent, because that's too specific. Because the way that you would word that isn't necessarily the same way I would word it, and if you don't look for my words, you're not going to find them. So it's kind of difficult. Keyword search works basically on one or two words, not on an entire sentence. And specifics of where a die scratch is necessary for you to be able to round down a search for die scratch, because otherwise you're going to basically come up with 95% of all the dies in there because they've got die scratches somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So for markers specifically, I don't really think there's much I can do about that. What do you think, Eric?
It would have to be a very specific syntax,
It would.
like curved die scratch. You know, it's
And then it's like some people don't even know north, south, east, and west, so they're going to be backwards from what we've got because they're not thinking about that.
right.
Or
Some people use K 12
above,
through 11 or whatever.
using different prepositions, above and over. You know, sometimes above is over, sometimes it's not.
But
And
we
feel
are,
free to throw ideas out there if you guys, have any ideas.
Yeah, this is the time, folks. This
Yeah.
is where I'm taking what I know about programming and what I know about searching on a website and what I know about using information on pennies and trying to marry it all together into something that's bigger, better, and nicer than anything anyone's ever seen. And one of the only ways that I can really get that to work successfully is if I'm taking all kinds of user comments and trying to throw them into the mix of how this is done. It may completely change how the programming works, but it may be a great idea too. So it's going to be something that we're going to have to kind of work together at over time.
Yeah.
Any other questions right now?
Carl says Ben one of the road boxes.
Ben one robot?
Yeah.
No.
And Richard said talking about tons of data to filter.
Yes.
definitely tons of data.
Tons of. Is that Richard Sappington?
Yes.
Ah,
Hello, Richard.
hello, Mr. Fresno.
And Fox Rider, a lot of drop down options.
Drop down options. You know, I'm thinking through the drop down options. I thought of a dichotomous key type thing. So, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a D or an S? Then you answer S. And then with S, are you looking for, an RPM north, RPM south, RPM east, and then let you answer that, and then come up with another list. And every time you're taking a large filter and you're knocking the filter down to where you're going to get a couple of things to check, and hopefully that's what yours will be. But that takes a lot of key coding that I don't really know how to get into and don't know if I can do it right. So the direction my plan takes us is in a basic search, and then you just have to muddle through all the options. But I can take that, the same thing that we've got in the advanced search right now, and round those into.
I wish I could hold it still, Kelly Ray. Sorry.
Oh, you not holding the camera still?
I mean, it's holding still, but it's, I'm standing there.
Are you making her sick?
Yeah, she said she's seasick.
Why don't you sit down and put your arms up on the table?
That'd be a lot easier.
Dude, man, do what you gotta do. That's Pee Pee. She's barking at the dogs outside.
All right, let me get settled. What happened? It flipped around on me.
Heat up, Tilly.
Camera flip is down at the bottom. It's a little thing that looks like a. And that's Tilly.
There we go. Now we're back.
Got Tilly and Petey.
Why is it big?
What are you doing?
No.
Am I going to have to stop feeding you alcohol?
It's the devil's
I guess
lettuce.
so.
It's the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
Unzoom that real quick. It's his phone. I don't know. That's Android. I've got an iPhone.
Well, this works. This is fine.
Okay. It was real big to me on the. There we go.
Does that look different now?
No, it's big.
You want to say hi to everybody? Come here.
What the hell? Turn your phone around. Let me look at
Come
it.
here.
That is not big.
Say hi to all the people out there.
There's Tilster.
There's Tilly.
There's Tilly.
Say hi. She's stage.
Pete's down here wagging her tail up against my foot.
You don't get to come up here. You're fat.
HD Coins say good afternoon, Eric.
Good afternoon.
Eric. I'm thirsty.
Well, what do you want? I'll get you. I'll be the bartender.
Angry Orchard.
You want one there, Mickey?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Mickey's not shaking enough. He needs to try more.
Yeah.
Kelly Ray, you okay now, hon?
Kelly Ray.
Nah, yeah. It's all good.
I can see the damn glass shaking on the back of the thing, and if you're shaking the screen that much.
Well, if I come any closer, I'm gonna be all up in your eyeball. So.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You want to try?
Kelly Ray said good now. No, I'm good.
You're good.
It's all good. It's not shaking.
The elbows are good.
She was joking anyway.
Huh?
Gonna be a new one.
A new one.
You get me in trouble, Kelly Ray.
A new one.
Oh, there's a lot of them like it.
Sorry, Papa Georgia. What was your question, buddy?
There are 4 of them, even on the connector.
I'll
side,
look back.
Very similar.
Yeah.
It's a nice one though.
Nice double die. The big problem with proof coins is finding markers.
It's got a nice big gouge.
Okay, what are your
Our
thoughts on
America.
the new CAC service? And
I don't have any thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't plan on using it anytime soon.
NGC, PCGS to that holder?
I'm not a big grader. My thoughts on grading coins are the coin better be worth a few $100s to even consider it. Most of the time people want to grade coins, they get an $80 coin. They think they get a great deal. They buy it for $15. They spend $55 grading it.
When they have a 75.
Then they've made a net profit of $5 or $10 on it.
Right.
After they get beat up from their asking price of $80.
Right.
But
So I think that grading, if you want to grade a coin, here's my thing. The best reason to grade a coin, in my opinion, is if you love it and you want to grade it and you want to keep it.
Yep.
For personal preferences and personal reasons only. That is one of the best reasons. Other than that, high-end, rare coins, yes, need to be graded.
You know what? We probably should cover the name brands.
What we do...
Yeah, and somebody asked what was the lighter fluid for. Oh, I'm
lighters.
sorry, not somebody.
It's for
Mr. Bordeaux.
For burning shit.
Yeah, for starting fires.
Yeah.
To continue on what Eric was saying, I think it's very important that you grade coins that you think need to be protected, but not necessarily coins that you think are going to be a profit. Profit isn't necessarily your only means for grading coins. Now, if it is, you need to learn a lot more about the market.
So you shouldn't be grading coins in the first place at that
So
point.
yeah, you should only be grading coins that you understand from the market. But the second reason, the second thing about grading coins, you have to make sure that if you're grading them for the market, that there's enough profit involved in them that you're not going to lose your shorts trying to grade coins and sell them. Either you're a bulk grader and you can grade 100 coins at a time and get a cheaper price on the slabs because you're sending in a large group of coins, or you're doing single grading, sending in single coins, 5, 10, 15 coins or whatever, and you've got coins that the $25 to $50 price of grading the coin plus the amount that you spent on the coin to begin with is about half what you think you can sell the coin for in the end. So if you can spend $25 to grade a coin that cost you $5, well then that's a $30 inlay where I would expect to get $60 back out of it, because you still have to pay for shipping, insurance, and the amount of time and labor it takes for you to get that stuff to them and put it in inventory and all that. It's not as simple as it seems.
And another thing I learned at the fun show this weekend, we talked to somebody who was very knowledgeable in the keeping and grading of coins. I was unaware that after time it may become necessary to reholder coins to keep them preserved. Mm-hmm. That the preservation of the slab is not infinite. It's finite. Which was very interesting thing, and I believe him because the coins that he had were very nice. So,
right.
Yeah, we had interview. Well, we had the opportunity for a private interview and showing of the second finest graded Lincoln cent set. Period.
And it was sweet.
Yeah, I'll give you guys just an idea of what the second nicest graded Lincoln cent set ever has in it. How about a 1909 S VDB in MS67 red?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so lustrous.
Yep.
That it projected beams off of it. It was so shiny.
And the toning was every bit as nice as the luster. It has some really pretty color on it. Mm-hmm. Had the let's see, the 1919 Lincoln was MS68.
A couple of the P bents through the 20s and were, so one of them was 68 plus, wasn't it? I think he had like a 1920 that was 68 plus.
Well, altogether a full wheat set, including the different varieties, 09S, VDB, and stuff like that, and you take that up to 1958D, you're talking about roughly 140 coins. So we're passing around a round table, 4 people passing around 140 of the finest graded Lincoln cents ever. By the time we got into the 50s, it was almost like we were looking at the same thing over and over and over again.
Right.
The early stuff is where we had the most interest, because the early stuff is not only where they gave the most levity in grading, but also where the color of the coin changes dramatically between issue to issue. And that some of them come in a nice cherry, yellow fire red, and then other ones don't. There's other dates, especially a lot of the earlier S-Mint coins, they typically have kind of a pinkish red color that's muted, and you won't find a coin in a nice bright cherry red.
Satin luster instead of
satiny looking luster.
Instead of the real shiny bright.
Some of them look like if it were a 1955 coin, some of the early coins look like they might have been dipped or cleaned or something, but that's just how those come. And it's one of those things that you just have to understand, that you're not going to 100% match a red set. It's just not going to happen, because a red set's going to come in different shades. And especially when you get into the 66 and 7 plus grades, you're talking about something where there's only 3 or 4 of them in existence. So you only got 3 or 4 of them to pick from, and usually 3 to 4 of them are in private collections, and you're not ever going to see them. But there was a lot to be said about what we learned and what we were able to view from that. I've done it 10 times or more with this particular person. I helped him learn how to develop the eye for grading. and he did most of the work on his own. But he had me critique his set 3 or 4 times a year, and so I did.
All right. Well, I think we need to say hey to a few people before I get lost in this. Joe McBride's here.
Joseph.
Joe,
Yeah,
how
we
you
got
doing?
Frostbite, Farm
Frostbite.
Dog. Hello, Farm Dog. Jesse
Farm Dog.
Manor.
Jesse's
Mentor.
here. There you go.
All right, we got Robin in. All right, hey, Robin.
Milligan.
All right.
Another thing that he said, which was great advice, was if you're good at getting 66s, graded 66s, when you start going for 67s and 68s, you got to rethink the whole game. It's a totally different game because it's not just about strike and everything else anymore. There's a lot. And of course, he didn't tell all the ins and outs of it. He just said that. He says you need to really start rethinking at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of times getting a 67 from a 66 coin. So you've got a coin that you sent in, it was graded a 66, but you really think it deserves a 67. You're going to need a couple of kind of crappy looking 66s to send your coin in with, and send them all in the holder together. So you're sending in 3 66s for regrade or reconsideration. That 67, one you think should be a 67 because it's nicer by far than the other 66 coins, is more likely to get it 67 grade because they've got something in hand to compare to be able to give that nicer grade. And that is sometimes how you do that. But a lot of people think, okay, well, here I found a row of pennies and there's a nice one. I'll send it in and get a 67. Yeah, that just doesn't happen a lot of times, especially when you're talking about Pop 40 coin, where a 7, there's only 4 of them known, and there's nothing known that's better than the 7. And you're talking about immediate jump in price from, you go from like 64 up, you're talking about $200, $500, $1,000, $10,000, and $100,000. You really gotta think twice about sending in a coin expecting it to come back a $5,000 coin without a whole lot of political moving with coins and sending it in over and over and over again.
Yeah, that was another thing. He says sometimes he sends the same coin in 5, 6, 7 times.
And that's not always a promise that it's going to come back with the higher grade. He's got coins he's been trying for years, and you give them a couple of $100 and they say, nah, I don't think so. Then you give them a couple of $100 again, I don't think so. Then someday that couple of $100 will yield a coin that's a $5,000 uptick in value.
Right.
And you got yourself a real make right there. But we're just talking about the PCGS registry set people who are among the top tier of high dollar coin buyers in the country. It's not the rest of us. The rest of us, like me and you, we keep working with 2x2s and coins
pennies.
sitting in 2x2s and mostly pennies. And I'm good with that. I'm fine with
I
it.
love it.
Yeah, I don't have to have a whole bunch of slab coins to be happy. Slabs definitely help a little bit. They help once in a while, but most of the time I'm good. I mean, we've got a whole box full of really good stuff here.
Yeah.
That we're going to be putting up at auction tomorrow.
There was a few people asking about what was in the boxes. So.
What was in the box?
I mean, what we got through the show. What you got
Well,
through?
this right here, you can see this entire box of coins in a list form at coppercoins.com/auction.
That's right.
You go there, and this is tomorrow's auction right here. This box is a box full of doubled dies, Lincoln cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, Canadian coins, and other stuff that was, they're all doubled dies. They're all listed double dies. And then this double row box here is all RPMs. The box Eric is going through over there.
Stuff I bought at a show. I can't even tell you what show, but I do got my other box. I think
Oh, is
right
that
there?
Oh, this is
No.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
the one
your
there.
box.
this
Yeah.
is my stuff.
Yeah.
All right, and I think I got a box down there, don't I?
I don't know.
On the chair.
There is a box on the chair.
That's what I bought at the fun show.
Eric, Crispy wants to know if you sent the label
I sent
for the
label.
1961 D1MM.
No, I didn't. Maybe I did. Did you get your thing? If I didn't, I will send it. Send me an email and remind me because it was one off. when I printed it. So
Mm-hmm.
I do know that I have to reprint that. I actually, it might be on my desk already made up and signed.
All right, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
All right, let me get settled. Sorry, y'all. The camera's gonna move for just a second. All right.
New Dansco album. Picked up a Dansco album that's, I don't know, probably about half full. A little more than half full, actually. And it's got much of a set in it. You get the memorials on up. Most of them are nice red coins. Has the 70S small date in it. It will have the 60 small date in it. I don't think this one is. So I don't remember if this one's a small date or not. It is. It's a small date. So this has got the 60 small date. It's got the 70S small date. It's got all of the proof-only issues in it going up to and including 1999. This cuts off at 1999. So this has everything from 1909 to 1999. It's missing pretty much all the key dates, all the really, really high dollar issue coins. It has a 26S in it though. It has a 24S, not the 24D. It's missing 31S, but it's got the 32s and 33s, and it's missing a few wheats in here. But we're gonna probably try to fill it up before I put it up for sale. But this is a new purchase from the Fun Show. Got what about 5 Danscos that were memorials?
Including that, so I think 4 plus
4.
that one.
Those
Right.
4 memorial Danscos. And was that this right here?
I believe.
That's not heavy enough.
I think it's right beside of you
Oh,
down there.
it's
Yeah.
just beside off me.
Beside of you.
I'm learning how to speak North Carolina.
Yeah, he's making fun of me.
No, there's 3 of them in here. They're Lincoln Memorial books, but these are filled, mostly red, and these are what I like to call collector upgraders. These are sets that you can buy. This one goes up to 2021, and you can buy one of these sets and work on upgrading the coins in it. Get it cheap to start with, and then work up from there. There's another one here, and there's another one here. I got 3 of them in here. But I got those at the show too. Didn't buy a lot of bulk stuff. There just wasn't much there. Not many rolls and
Not many sets.
Yeah, not a whole lot of pennies actually.
This will tell you that I bought 6 pennies. That being one of them. Well, everything else in the box is silver. Nickels, lots of nickels, and a few $50.
All right.
Let's see. We're gonna work on putting a whole bunch of this other stuff together in a sheet to get it ready for an auction. We'll do this auction, then I have another auction planned, and then we'll do an auction on some of the rest of the stuff that comes from this collection. But we're going to start working on trying to put together more of the die varieties and do more die varieties. So get your die variety lists out and make sure you've got them more or less fulfilled, and you know what's there, and you got them organized, because you're going to start seeing more die varieties available for sale on the Coppercoins options. For a long time, I've kind of been skipping over most of the minor die varieties because they're not worth a whole lot of money. And if you spend an hour selling $2 coins, you're going to spend an hour selling $2 coins. You're going to end up.
You can just do a bunch of buy it nows. Get 5 or 6 of them and buy it now for $8 or something.
Frost,
like that.
Frostbite wanted me to tell you that he ruined you.
Ruined me.
Me?
Ruined who?
No, I didn't buy any space coins. I almost bought a space coin. And I actually almost bought an airplane coin.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but that's all
the
good.
last time I went to the coin shop with Chuck, when Chuck was in town, I bought 2 silver coins that were not coins. They were silver bars, 1 ounce. But one's a 3 ounce. I bought a 1 ounce and a 3 ounce.
All right.
I remember that.
And it was because they were space oriented, not because they were silver.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like space travel.
Frostbite laughing.
But in my defense, Frostbite, all the coins I got are die varieties. They're all RPMs, double dies, stuff like that. So I was actually fulfilling my collection, not.
Oh, I know Frostbite. I know you mess with it.
But we're just messing back.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. We look all serious. There's not a serious bone in anybody here except maybe Mickey.
Oh, look at that one's coming up tomorrow for all you that want one. 63D, that's not on the list.
Right.
That was a late edition.
Yeah. Right.
FS 101, and they're in pretty good. You can see the whole three, not just the inside
Let's see
loop.
what this is.
Robin wanted to know if you had, Chuck, sorry. Robin wants to know if you got another website for your drawings.
cdaughtry.com.
cdaughtry.com.
And it's TREY.
DAUGHTREY. cdaughtry.com. That's where my portrait, my numismatic portrait artwork shows up. There's a lot of other artwork I've done that I don't have posted anywhere. I probably should, but I don't.
Yeah, go check them out.
Let's see, what do we have in here?
Oh, there's all sorts of good stuff.
Oh, okay. 52S.
Lots of 51 or 50.
Is that a die variety or not?
That is not. It's a die chip.
Okay. So anything that says
Die chip or break is a die.
what does this mean?
Let's see. Big die. I didn't write that. It's a die chip.
Big die chip in date. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I probably should put glasses on. I might be able to read this stuff.
That was somebody.
And
that
other
somebody else
people label these things when they buy them, so
Yeah, and it's
you
not-
never know
this
what it's
This
going to
comes from
say.
everybody in the planet. So there's a 52S number 20.
Let me get
It's a 52S number 2, 52S number 3, 52S number 15, another 52S number 15, another 52S number 15.
There's a lot of 53D number ones in there.
What? Really?
Yeah, maybe 10.
What?
Yeah, something from circulated from a very good up.
There's a 52S number 15, another 17. This 53P, is this a double die or no?
That is nothing.
That's nothing. Okay, so then what we need to say,
It was labeled DDO2. It is not DDO2.
no.
Right. I did write that on some of the ones. It says no
What the hell
VAR.
is that? That's a body of a spider, isn't it?
No. I don't
Maybe
think
it's some of Mickey's wacky weed. I don't know.
There
Is
you
it
go.
green?
I can't see it. It looks brown, but it looks like it's cooked.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't cook any.
Another 53 with nothing. Another 53 with nothing. Didn't you say that one of them was like an eyelid or something?
There is an eyelid.
You're right about this one.
There's a 53D doubled eyelid that's not listed. And I think I left that in the other box.
And the other box.
Yeah, because there's no reason for me to give it to you if it wasn't listed. Those are the ones I got to go through and identify and take some time with.
There's a 53D RPM number 4, a 53D RPM number 1.
There's 53D RPM number 15 in there.
There's a 53D number 18. Here's another number 1. Am I supposed to be excited about that?
And 1MM15?
53D RPM 15.
1MM15, yeah, that's the one that the D is in the rim.
Okay,
Oh,
Copper
that's a
Coins.
Oh,
Thanks for
right,
showing
my
up.
bad.
Copper
52D.
Owl Coins. Have a
There's,
great
there's,
day,
there's
sir.
3 or 4 of those in there.
Okay, the 52D number 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is. I saw that. I didn't register it, but I saw it. There's another number 1, another number 1, another number 1. I see there's a number 2, another number 1, another number 1. Wait a minute. W number 1. Is it?
Yes.
Is it is
Yes.
number 1. So that's a red BU. I like that. Here's another 25 and number 51, number 28. Oh no. Thick planchette on a 53D. Do you have a gram scale?
I do.
Let's gram scale that and see if it's overweight. This is all stuff I've had for 10, 20, 30 years. stuff I picked from shows over the many years I've been doing this. 53 DDO number 1. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
RPM 28. RPM, that's a 52D number. Oh, so these are not in order.
They are pretty much by date. The rest of them should be 52s.
Oh, so we went with 52, then 53, then back to 52 in there.
That's because they were on opposite sides of the box. When they separated the pile and put them in there, I put them in
But
backwards.
they are in order.
Besides that, now these should go up there, but yeah, these will be all 52.
52D number 2, 52D number 3, 52D number 4, 52D number 6. Hey, there we have a gram scale. Ladies and gentlemen, gram scale. No drugs, just coins. It says thick planchet.
Well, let's see what it weighs.
If it weighs more than 3.1, then it's a thicker coin. 3.55. 3.55. It is struck on a thick planchet.
That's pretty thick too.
Or a foreign planchet.
That's half gram.
That's a half gram over. Well, no, not really, because 3.1.
Or 4/10 of a gram, but that's
0.4.
pretty close to half gram. Pretty close. Usually when you get overweight ones, they're only like 3.25.
This one-
3.3 if you're lucky.
This coin came out of a hoard of rolls that I got from a guy in Cromwell, Indiana, North Indiana, in September of 2005. In fact, the day I actually made the purchase and got the rolls was the day Katrina hit New Orleans. And I was sitting in a guy's living room going through a list of all the rolls. It was 52 bags, or 57 bags of pennies.
We talked about another coin this week from that hoard.
Yeah, this came from that hoard.
Okay. Yeah,
This was one coin in one 1953D roll that I happened to look through. I found it. There it is. Boom. And I've still got the damn thing. So that's part of the problem with me is I need people to keep me straight and keep me organized. Otherwise, I'll never get anything done. My life will be a constant tail chase, like it has been for the last 25 years. 52D number 4, 52D number 6, number 7, number 8, number 8, number 8, number 15. There's 52D number 15. That's the one that's got the
D in the rim.
the D at the rim underneath the vest. There's a 52DO number 4, 52D MM37. There's a OMM1, 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 another OMM1, another OMM1. So I've got, here's another one. And another one. And another one.
So you can see there's going to be a lot of goodies coming up.
Yeah, these are all over mint marks, 52D over S. I've got a couple of those.
A few.
Couple. Yeah. One or two. See, this is just 52 and 53. I've got 1909 through...
1980.
Well, Tyler, we got them in case you can't find
You
one.
slide that door shut behind you. I see mosquitoes flying through.
Uh-oh, I got to shut the door so the camera's going to be moving again. Hold
But
on.
you can also hear the traffic on the
Yeah.
interstate. Background noise.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, that's entirely
shut.
better till the cat decides he wants out. Or she.
Did you show them this? This is future.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, this is more.
There's more stuff we're gonna.
A lot of pennies, but mostly non-pennies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Buffalo nickels, quarters, dimes, half dollars.
You can take it back and sit with it. I'll drag these out and start kind of
All right.
chattering about them.
Okay.
And the lid.
Oh, there you
I'll
go.
take the lid and throw the lid underneath the box. Get my 53Ps out of here. It ain't nothing, but they gotta stay in here until I get them home so I can take them out and know what to do with them. Cause see, this is my homework. I'm supposed to be doing something with this when I get home.
Oh, Carl, that's a cheap microscope I carry around with me when I go on vacation. It just says digital microscope. I believe it's just a Chinese thing I ordered off Amazon.
So here's you a bunch of coins that are. There's a 1858 over inverted date half dime. Yeah, I see it. It's there.
Yeah, Sand Digger. It's just like it.
1858 over, 1858 inverted. There's a 1901 O dime with a repunch date. 1908 dime FS301. Here's a 1864 repunch date 2-cent coin.
Yeah.
Another one that's an RPD. There's an 1869 3-cent coin FS302. I've got one of those. And I've got the 1883 over 2 FS302 shield nickel.
Mm-hmm.
Not much to see there.
Hello, Wanda.
Wanda. Wanda. I have. Let me show you this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about you. Were your ears
Check that
burning?
little baby out.
Darn it.
What?
Yeah, you'd
Oh, the
have to
cat.
see it.
Yeah,
Can't
push the door
open
shut
the
again.
door.
Just reach around behind you.
I'm trying. I gotta reach around. That didn't sound good. I'm gonna lock it.
Keep letting mosquitoes in here.
Okay, there we go. Now she can't open it.
It's freaking January. We got mosquitoes. So.
It's all springtime.
But did you get a chance to look at this good?
Oh yeah, there you go. I wish you could see it in person.
It's pretty. Here's another that came out of the same collection.
Hey Doug.
Look at that toner.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's got several of those.
Magic coins. You got a lot of magic coins in here. Here's another magic coin. Look at this one. That one's got some super toning on it.
Yeah.
Super freak. You super freaky. Oh, I tell you, if anybody is currently in the market and would like to get a funny back dollar,
Yeah.
I've got some funny back dollars.
Yep, coming up.
Coming up
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's auction. Let's see, what do we have in here? Here's an 1895 repunch date Snow S11 Indian head. There's an 1899 Snow 26. So we got a bunch of, all of this is Indians. Indians and, what else? Flying Eagles. Those.
Yeah, some flying eagles.
A bunch of wheat cent RPMs. Here's a 25S RPM number 2, 25D RPM number 1, 1934D RPM number 2, 1934D RPM number 3, 1925S RPM number 4, 1934D 34D RPM number 4, 38S RPM number 1, another 38S RPM number 1. A bunch of stuff. Then you go through all this, okay? So we got all that. Then this is all Memorial Center RPM, so it's probably about 40, 45, 50 coins. And how about no?
No, the one that opens the door.
Yeah, is wanting in. Yeah, so I gotta let the cat in. Hold on.
And then the dogs are gonna go out.
Come here.
Yeah,
No, they won't.
come on.
Tilly,
Come here,
Tilly.
Gypsy, come on.
We gotta mess with the animals right now.
And let's see. And then I've got, let's see. There's a bunch of RPMs. Here's 1970S RPM number 1. I've got 1, 2. I've got a couple of those in here. 3, 4 of them in here. And then we go to 5 cent. Mostly Buffalo nickel stuff.
This was even worse. I'm looking at this.
No rim level.
What has he got?
Let me see it.
Class 9 double dies on new dimes.
On new dimes.
Yeah.
Ah,
You want to see what? You want to open it? There's no rim lettering.
yeah, anytime it's other than a Lincoln cent, just about anything else, Chuck starts gagging.
Dude, that's real.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
It wasn't made that way. It was done that way by the mint.
I found it in pocket change.
Really?
Really?
Can't touch you.
Well, now they're gonna want to know what it is.
Oh,
It
it's
is a George Washington gold dollar.
George
with
Washington
no rim
president-
lettering.
presidential dollar.
And no rim. Oh, cool.
No rim lettering.
That's awesome.
Here's a 1937D RPM nickel. 1938 OMM 38D nickel. This is OMM1. Here's a 38D. This is FS512. What is that? OMM what?
What date?
38D.
I'm not sure.
Here's a 512. Here's a 514. Here's an RPM 1938D. As soon as you know, I bet we give it half an hour after the end of the broadcast, and Brian's going to be calling me. Hey! Don't sell that one. I need that one.
Oh yeah, if he watches it, if he's not working right now.
38D RPM number 1. Here's some War Nickel RPMs, 42P, 44S. Let's see, what else do we have here? Here's 10-cent stuff. A couple of Mercury dimes. These are all RPMs and OMMs. 25-cent. We put some of the 25-cent ones we put in the auction. Here's a what is this? RPM or FS 501. 501 is what?
It's a RPM S over S.
And it is. This is a Barber $half RPM.
See, now that coin right there, when I was looking at that, trying to identify it, went on eBay, there's 4 different, what they call RPMs. Only one of them was correct.
Here's some of the really nice coins that I've taken out of their original-ish holders and put them in holders of my own. But there's a 1909 VDB.
Oh man.
Sucker looks like it was made yesterday.
Yes.
Here's a real nice 1910 Woody. You get a good look at those?
Oh yeah. I mean they
Is that better?
They're not gonna be able to see that great. Not the brown ones. Any red one that you can see pretty good.
Oh, okay. Let's see, there's a 17 in AU, 18 Choice Unk.
Yes sir, Doug. We're in the middle of it.
Middle of what?
The fence.
Oh, yeah.
Almost done. One more piece.
Adam Connor said hey.
Adam, I didn't see you at the show.
You did not see him at the show. That is
Did
correct.
not see him at the show. Here's a 24 Philadelphia. It's a nice Choice Unk Woody.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
24 Philadelphia Unk. I got, probably half a row of that kind of stuff in here. 26D, 28D. Better-ish coins. I'm going to close that door.
Yeah, let's shut it.
You want to see a cat in here?
Yeah, the cat. Didn't it come in?
Well, hell with her. She can lay.
There
she is right there.
No, leave her out. Let her
All
suffer.
right. Okay.
They don't mind to listen to a cat suffer a little bit.
Cat suffers.
She's just going to open the door and then want to stay out.
More of the toners. That's a toner.
Mm-hmm. That cat.
Look at this one. Can you get detail in on this?
Oh, yeah, right. That's looking better. Yeah, they can kind of see that. That's cool.
How about that?
Yeah.
Isn't she beautiful? Look at that one.
There we go. Yeah.
That's some toning
Yeah.
for you.
Nice.
Noise toning. Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait to see the rest of it. Because some of this stuff I'm ready to run right now, and some of it I'm not, and we're just gonna take our time with it.
Yeah.
Here's a really nice toning on a 1942S nickel RPM.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but you can kind of see a little bit. Yeah, okay.
There you go. I'm just
There
looking for
we
the
go.
color.
Yeah, there it is.
Just looking for the color.
Yeah, just to tease, Wanda.
Just a bit outside. I've got a lot of stuff here.
You do.
A lot of stuff. These are empty. So in case you're asking, these are just spacers at the end of the box. Let's see.
We might have a cool giveaway at the auction too.
Oh, what are we giving away?
Oh
Uh-oh.
yeah. We'll have to see if I feel what I feel like.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Yeah, everybody hear that? Gonna be a giveaway tomorrow at the auction.
No, we're going to put these in the auction, aren't we? We'll put these in the auction. Put them inside the auction box. There they are. Okay, so that's basically what we're doing. We're just trying to put stuff together. Oh, I've got a dog underneath me.
She loves you.
Yeah.
Trying to, I'm petting her with my foot.
Wanda says she gotta go back to work.
Today.
Work.
No, she wants all these coins, pretty
Oh.
much.
Oh, so she I go get a job.
Yeah, right.
Huh. I don't know.
Sandigger said that 43S nickel is a pretty special.
It is.
It is. They're all special. Spatial. Here's another one that's spatial.
Alright, let's see a special coin.
Spatial.
Yeah, I think I added
Where did I put it?
25 nickels to my RPM collection, all war nickels.
Did we put that in the auction?
What's that?
The DO, the
302?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, you didn't. It's in the future auction. You put it in the auction tomorrow.
Future?
Yeah, put her in
Where
there.
where did it go if it's in a future?
I would say it went.
If it was up your butt, you'd know where it was.
No, it would be in this box if you put it back in here. Nope, wrong box.
Wrong box.
That box.
That box. Oh
There's
yeah, that's right.
too many boxes, hard to find what you're looking for.
How about 1931S Buffalo Nickel Double Die Reverse? 31S.
Can't get it to focus
Oh,
too
sorry.
good. Yeah, they got the.
Sorry. Here you go. 1943 over 2 nickel. 1943 over 2.
There we go. All right.
And we got some pretties. 2 feather buffaloes.
Fox Rider asks if you have any knowledge of the 57D die clash.
57D die clash.
On what? I'm sorry.
He's probably talking about the quarter. Isn't there a 57D quarter? Die clash. It shows like a spitting eagle or something.
Lots of them show spitting eagles.
What denomination, Fox?
57D. What else could we be?
Only die clash in the scent would be in the C of scent,
Yeah.
a throat, or
Oh,
behind,
weedy.
A
the,
wheat.
the C behind. They're semi-common.
Yeah.
You can see
Yeah,
the C.
They're not really uncommon.
Uh,
Find one in really high grade with a really nice sharp definition to the.
that and when they start getting the top of the T, the horizontal crossbar of the T, that's when they start getting really cool.
Yeah. But just, I mean, especially if it's circulated, if it's just a die clash, they're really, really common, actually. Not hard to find. Any other questions? I got questions. Anybody got questions? I got a question for you.
All right.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
Do you have a question for me?
I'm waiting to see. I think I'm called up.
See who's going.
I got a question for the audience. What do you want to see for sale? If
Yeah.
you had all these coins to sell, which would you sell?
Yeah, what would y'all like to see at the auction?
We're going to add more to the list for the auction in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Cat's still trying to open the door.
Yeah.
She's relentless. Ooh, that's a minor one.
Anybody say anything?
A Superbird quarter. I don't believe we got one.
Don't have a Superbird.
Man, I almost bought one of those.
Yeah.
That's with this, the B reverse or whatever.
Adam
No, it's,
Con-
the S, it's S on the middle of the chest.
Oh, yes. No, I didn't almost buy one.
1952 S quarter.
Adam Connor said varieties.
You got them
Got a
coming
couple.
up.
Got
We
a
got a
couple?
few.
We got
About
plenty.
half this box is varieties.
Well, Kelly Ray wants you to kind of keep you out for one of the Superbird.
A Superbird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a couple of years, actually.
It's been a couple of years since I've seen one. Of course, then again, I haven't really looked a whole lot of shares.
Yeah, I don't look, well, how many quarters do I look at?
Well, it's going to be on a 52 proof.
Right, well, I'm going to even, how many 52?
Sand Digger said always looking for key date Wheaties. And Adam Connor says mainly a 60D RPM 9.
Well, just so you all know, if you look at the list, there is some key date Wheaties tomorrow.
That's right.
You too, Carl. Have a good night, buddy.
There's Mama.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 31S and a 14D tomorrow.
Yep, 31S Lincoln Cent, 14D Lincoln Cent. 31S is uncirculated. Really nice one.
Oh, 75 and Pennies is asking if you're going to the Long Beach Expo.
No,
No, not California.
no, don't go to California shows. And that's only because of travel expenses and the fact that it cost me more money to go there than I can possibly make in return.
Yeah, it's not because it's California.
It's not business feasible for me to travel that far, because that's all the way across the country. I live 100 miles from the Atlantic Ocean, so I'm much better about doing the Atlantic Coast stuff.
Adam's asking, are you coming to the license plate convention this weekend?
Yes.
Absolutely, we'll be there.
I will not be there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Eric won't.
Yeah, Eric doesn't do license plates, but we do.
Not
Why,
to
is he
mention-
going to be there?
I guess so. I mean, if he knew about it. Are you going to be there, Adam? Sorry.
My wife would not be happy if I took off for another weekend.
Right.
She
Well, and then we also would need to know when you plan on being there, because we do not plan on being there through the entire show.
Yeah, what day will you be there, Adam? Yeah, Kelly Ray, they will bloat you a little bit. Angry Orchards.
Angry Orchard?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't either. That's. Let me try it.
Never heard of such a word. Well, you got some weird words there, Kelly Ray. Pete! Pete's over there screaming at us.
Oh,
What do you want?
Adam said he wouldn't be there, but he lives by there, so
he does.
we can hit him up.
Sure.
You know, go for lunch. Or
You guys
something.
want a treat? Are you good girls?
I was going to say, if he's going to be there, he can help us look for plates.
Right. I don't see any more questions coming up.
No more questions. No further questions, Your Honor.
On that note,
I guess we're kind of done then.
for now,
Yeah.
maybe we'll come back on when we got some time. It's supposed to be bad weather tomorrow. Maybe we'll search a roll or two.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
I know I still owe everybody reveals. I'll be doing those when I get back to North Carolina. We've got the auction coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Check the list, coppercoins.com/auction. And let's see, what else?
I'll be selling reveals next Monday.
Be selling reveals next Monday. I will not be involved in reveal sales next week, but I will be the following week. And next Tuesday, we will have another auction, if I can get Mickey to help me put it together.
Let's put it
Oh,
together
of
now.
course. I'll help.
Unless it's you're gonna do rolls or something.
No, I could probably do another singles auction. I'd be fine with that. Because we haven't done a whole lot of varieties in the last 6 months to a year. About time to start doing more varieties.
Steve said give him a call.
Okay, I'll do that. Probably be a little bit later in the evening. I know that you're 3 hours behind me. So he's on the Pacific Coast.
Steve.
All right.
Oh, all right. Wow. He hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah, I've known him for a while.
Yeah,
though,
I'm
so
just saying. I think he was
he
around
still
6 months
contacts.
ago. Okay.
He doesn't come to the auctions much, but he still contacts. I guess that's it. I appreciate it, everybody.
All right.
Come hang out with us next time. Bring your questions with you, because we don't know how to answer questions that we don't have.
That's correct.
It's hard to answer them when you don't know what they are.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Appreciate it.
You
Thank
guys
you.
have a great night.